Now, you automatically have to fight the T-Rex, and you have to kill it. If I were you, I'd pick up ammo for the Super Tranquilizer gun, because it is the strongest weapon by far, and you start with 20 ammo, and not 0 for a change. Alright, let's kick his ass, Seabass. Let's get him. You gotta use Super Tranquilizer Missile, then you use Tranquilizer Missile when you run out, then use Shotgun, then just stick to machine guns and Tranquilizer, and then you should be dead in, well, eventually. Sort of like on Tyrannosaurus Carnage 2, eventually you get kind of cornered, but if you keep shooting him, he will back up a little bit so that you're not cornered, as you maybe have just solved, and of course, just like in Tyrannosaurus Carnage, all he does is he basically bites again if you get cornered, pretty much. So just keep shooting him, and try not to walk into him. Yeah, he should be dead in a matter of seconds, it seems. Probably, anyways. Yeah, there we go. Now he's gonna blow up just like the rocks and the fans. Yeah, pwned your ass, T-Rex. Apparently, with no explanation at all, now you appear in a helicopter with Random McStevens 2, I guess. Yeah, Random McStevens 2. Avenging his brother by being a helicopter pilot. Maybe he will not drive off a cliff again, although he is flying, so that's not possible, it seems. Anyways, Biozin are so persistent, now they're attacking you in a helicopter. Let's just call him Helicopter Harry. Alright, all you gotta do, you gotta shoot the missile launchers on the helicopter, and there's like 3 or 4 of them or something, and they drop bombs too. And then there's a few guys you have to shoot, and then there's like a Gatling gun on the front. All you gotta do is shoot those, and then Helicopter Harry's down for the count. The hardest missile launcher is probably the one on the top right, so I suggest taking that one out first. And then, yeah. The rest are pretty much easy besides that. There he is. He's toasted. I pwned him. Woohoo! Helicopter Harry's down, too. Alright, let's watch the ending sequence to this game. The end. That's it. There's no congratulations on beating this game, or there's no, like, John Hammond is now going to restore this island, and now he's going to make it a theme park again? What the hell is this shit? What the fuck? I played that game, and that's the ending. He just flies off into nowhere. It doesn't even say where the hell he flies back to. Oh my frickin' god. No, just the end, and now the fucking credits. What a bunch of bitch tits. There at least seemed like there was plot at the beginning, but there's absolutely nothing. It doesn't have, like, dodge scene or anything. You know, that cutscene at the beginning? No cutscene at all? What the fuck? Yeah. Alright. I'll make a final, like, judgment on this game now. Alright, I will say one thing. The plot in this game absolutely sucks. It's nowhere close to the book at all. It's nowhere close to the movie, really, and I don't even think it's close to the first game on the Super Nintendo. Also, there's a lot of enemies that are really odd, like flamethrowers and Grim Reaper grenade throwers and humongous compies and giant mosquitoes? Where the hell did these things come from? Why do they have those? The compies were freaking small in the first game and in Lost World movie too, except that did come out after it did. After Jurassic Park 1, pardon me. I don't understand why they always have Dr. Grant as the main character. He's a paleontologist who can't aim a shotgun to save his life. They should have Muldoon. I'm wearing this hat, by the way. It's a kick-ass hat. I loved it when I was a kid. Alright. As far as gameplay goes, the gameplay is actually very, very fun. It might be a little frustrating at first when you first start, and it can be very challenging, and you might get lost. So if you're going to start this game, I would recommend doing an emulator first, and if you still have a Super Nintendo that works, then you can try to buy the console game somewhere else, and it can be quite challenging, because on hard mode, there's actually only 3 continues, and you can't save the game in between. Like, it's a game that you have to play all the way through. So, an emulator is actually quite useful for this game, because you can actually save states and load them. So, if you're a beginner, I'd stick with an emulator first, but actually, to tell you the truth, this used to be one of my favorite games that I used to play with my my best friend Ryan. We used to play 2-player mode, and we got really good at the game, actually. We actually beat the whole game in 43 minutes doing 2-player. It's just that it may have sounded like I hated the game, but it's just one of those games that's easy to make fun of, and every time me and Ryan played it, we constantly make fun of it all the time and stuff, but actually the gameplay is very fun. It's fun to shoot all these dinosaurs and random guys. I think I've heard that a lot of people consider it sort of like a Contra game, although I've actually never played the Contra games myself, so. Alright, as far as the graphics go, okay. I will say that the Tyrannosaurus, I think, looked very good for a Super Nintendo game. The Pteranodons look good, the Pterodactyls look good. Let's see what else. Grant looked kind of crappy, the Raptors didn't look that good, I don't think the Dilophosaurs looked that good. The people didn't look very good either. The fans look very good, too, in the game. Okay, there's this one thing that I didn't talk about earlier, too. This is a game that has one of the most pointless buttons ever, I think, in a Super Nintendo game, and I'll show you what it is. Okay, the way you dodge is you press the X button, and then he kind of holds his gun back for like 1 to 3 seconds, and you cannot fire while dodging. And you will see why this is probably the most pointless button in the game. Let's try to dodge a running guy. Ouch, doesn't work. Let's try to dodge a grenade. Oh wow, you can dodge it, but the explosion still hits you. What's the point of dodging the grenade if the explosion still hits you? You actually take less damage when you run into the grenade instead of the explosion hitting you. You may as well just do that instead. Hey look, there's something I can actually dodge. I can actually dodge the bullets that the black guys and the white guys shoot at me, but I don't have time to shoot back. Because every time I dodge, it makes me hold the position for 3 seconds. That means if I stop trying to dodge, and I try to shoot them, they're going to hit me with their bullet. So what's the freaking point? If the dodge was maybe 1 second, maybe I'd have time to actually shoot back. But no, it's about 3 seconds. He holds it. You don't have time to shoot back, or you're going to get nailed. Let's see if I can dodge a flamethrower. Nope, he toasts you. Well, I can dodge bazooka troops, but once again, I don't have time to attack them, or else I'm going to get nailed if I don't stop dodging. Dodge the raptor! Shit, doesn't work with him too. Look at that, I can dodge compies, but how am I supposed to attack them in this? They both keep running at me. I don't have time to attack them. If I stop dodging, they're going to nail me! You can dodge Gelathor spit too, but it's just like the guys. You don't have time to hit them back. Their fire is just as fast as regular bullets from the humans. This one was an absolute shocker. You can actually dodge the Tyrannosaurus when he tries to bite you. You can't dodge raptors, but apparently you can dodge the humongous mouth of the Tyrannosaurus somehow. But of course, you have to be at the end of the Jeep in Tyrannosaurus Carnage, and if you stop dodging, you're gonna get nailed. Because look, he's practically biting you, but apparently you're dodging it. You're like invincible or invisible or I don't know. It's just going right through you. Can't dodge rocks, can't dodge Pteranodons, can't dodge Triarodactyls. So yeah, that's one of the most pointless buttons ever in a freaking Nintendo game! Why did they freaking put it on there? As I was saying, yeah, that's one of the most pointless buttons ever in a game. So they should have just never even made the button. It should have just been nothing. Maybe just an extra pause button, but even if there's like how is that even useful for people that are trying to do time attack videos? It slows them down. It's pointless. Alright, back to the final rating. I guess I'll say that 10's maybe the greatest, 1's the least. I'll give it a 6 out of 10. The gameplay's really, really fun. I think you guys might enjoy it. And graphics are okay. The plot really sucks balls. And yeah, that's my final conclusion. Alright. I am sorry for how long this video was. I'm sorry it was 4 parts. I might make a shorter version if you did enjoy this, perhaps. So we'll see about that. For the credits, I will just play some Jurassic Park music because... Oh, I also forgot to say, the music in this game is really, really good, too. The music is fantastic. I think in the credits, I will just play the music pretty much so that you guys can listen to it. But yeah, the music is fantastic. Alright, those are my final thoughts. Over and out. Ossified. I will try to make my video game reviews shorter from now, and I got too carried away with this game. I just like this game too much, so that's why it was going on forever and stuff. So yeah. If you guys had a problem with the length, just let me know, and I will try to make them shorter from now on, and try to at least make them 10 to 20 minutes in the future, I guess.